2011. I don't know if that
iPhone 3 was not 2011.
What was it then?
Oh, I guess you had the iPhone 3 and it was 2011.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now I'm picking up what you're putting.
It's from my iPhone 3 from 2011.
Yeah.
Yes. Which I have no idea where that thing could be now.
Well,
if not destroyed.
it's a relic.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably in a drawer somewhere in your old house.
Yeah, or in a box or something.
Box.
Plug it in, all of a sudden, our childhoods are reborn.
Well, at least sophomore year of high school.
True.
Or freshman. Yeah, it was like winter, so
Yeah.
sophomore year. It was 2011.
Yeah.
You know what, Jack?
Huh.
You're a boob.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. I like boobs.
But you are one.
Yeah. I'd love to be a boob. I'd hate to be like a heel, you know?
Heel?
You're a heel, you know? You're like a big old back of a foot, you know what I mean?
That's like actually kind of insulting.
Oh, I thought it was like a wrestling term. Like you were the bad guy, you know? Being a heel?
Yeah, but you're just an actual back of a foot. That's like insulting. Like if I was a villain, like if I was like The Rock joining NWO, dude, like, yeah, that makes sense.
But heels deliver the most powerful kicks.
I mean, sure.
I mean, you put people down, you know?
All right.
And you're the base of all stability in really the body.
No, the big toe is.
The toe, I always say the toe, think your feet like chimp feet. You know what I mean? You grab the ground, you twist through the balls of your feet, and then you dig in your heels, and you'll have the most stable squat ever.
I know nothing that you just said was sexual, but the way you said it made me feel uncomfortable.
Gotta love the chimp feet, dude.
Chimp feet, footish.
There we go.
Chimp
What's
feet,
up?
footish.
What's happening?
I know you haven't clapped yet, but it just felt right.
Well, I'm going to clap at the end then.
There we go. I don't mean to make your life harder, but
Make it easier, Jack.
you just give such good...
With your chimp foot fetish.
You give such good segues.
Chimp foot fetish.
I've been really into the ape video, the gorilla that you sent me, and then I went to the Gibboning Instagram page, and I've just been
Followed it, just
digging
scrolling,
through, yeah.
just scrolling, and you just watch everything.
Yeah.
Even the stuff that you're just like, that's dumb.
Yeah, that's
You're
okay
just-
though, because
it's got apes.
Yep,
It's got apes, dude.
apes are involved. I'm involved.
Yeah, I sent you the one with the orangutan unzipping the guy's hoodie, taking it off of him, and then putting it back on and zipping it back
That's
up.
wild, dude. Orangutans will take over the world. Chimps, they have the strength, but the orangutans have the brains and the strength. They're
very strong.
Yeah,
yes.
they're like right in the
Like
middle.
if that dude like tried to fight him while the chimp was like, no, give me that jacket.
Yeah.
He knew what to do. He
It
was
would've
like,
been a mess.
I'm not gonna put up a fight. This jacket is his now.
a little disappointed that the Planet of the Apes movies never include gibbons, you know? It seems a little unfair.
Well,
They even threw bonobos in there. They wouldn't put gibbons.
are gibbons apes?
Yeah.
I thought they were monkeys.
No, they don't got the tails. Yeah. They just have super long arms and they're smaller, you know?
I guess I gotta look up what a gibbon is.
Yeah, they're fun. They're fun critters. So I would love to see just like them as the grunts in the DOTPOTA movie.
DOTPOTA?
Yeah. Just
yeah.
swinging all through San Francisco.
They're the ones that go, woo.
Yep.
I mean, they all have their own variation of it, but these ones I just remember going just, woo. You know, that kind of thing. That's so funny. Why am I not wearing a hat? We're on camera. Fuck.
True, I know.
I didn't cut my hair yet.
I didn't wear a hat either. It feels odd. It feels like a change that I'm not ready for.
I haven't cut my hair since the Dad Show.
Yeah, no, you killed it, dude. Congratulations.
You killed it, dude. Congratulations.
Thank you. Feels good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Live performance. Nothing quite like it, you know? Have you watched it back yet?
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you think?
Good. You guys got more laughs than me.
You killed it. I mean,
I was the straight man. So.
That's right. That is true. You were throwing the party. You were you're the man in charge, and also we were pushing you to the edge.
You guys were allowed to be ridiculous. I was a straight man, and you were the color guys.
Hey, that's the
You were the colored people.
you know that is true. In a comedy sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was great. I definitely hope we get to do that more. I know we say that every time, but
Yeah.
I always mean it.
Well,
Just like Don Cheadle means.
Welcome to the dance floor, boys.
Donnie cheats, dude. Give it for the cheats, bud.
Give it for the cheats.
Always.
Yeah.
How do you
It's
feel?
all very
about it?
exciting.
How do you feel like how you performed?
I feel good. Yeah. Watching it back, I'm like, okay, it's definitely like the instincts are still there, which is the thing you're always worried probably the most about is like you don't do something for a long time. And then like, yeah, we practiced, we did some prep, but like, I haven't done improv in 10 months, if not like really since COVID, I haven't done like improv. I've done like our like sketch kind of work. And we did a little improv in some of those shows earlier this year. So that was nice to have, but also, yeah, I mean, it's cool. I mean, I did it from 2017 till 2020. It was a huge part of my life. And I definitely would like to get it back. And yeah, it's cool to see that it's still there. And I can only imagine how well we would be doing if we get consistent stage time.
Yeah.
That's the exciting part.
That's one thing I will say about it, watching it back. Go over to Best First Cantina on the YouTubes and find it. But it's a lot like the albums, the how we were on the album, Good Kid, Dad City, or Good Kids, Dad City. Out now, streaming everywhere.
Yeah, get it.
Or you can buy a copy for like, I don't give a shit how much money.
I do.
But
It's
where we're
$30.
shouting over each other a lot.
Yeah.
So it's hard to get everybody's jokes to land when someone else is screaming.
Right. Well, that's the tough part of improv, right? And we talked about it at the beginning. It's all about listening, right? But it's,
Our characters are not listening to each other.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
Well, and I always think too, and this was something that I remembered kind of afterward, and it's a helpful thing to think. Anytime you go for the laugh, it's not really. Nobody's buying that. People can I could tell several times where I was like, oh, I'm trying to make a joke right there. Instead of just like being in the moment and kind of going with it and let the jokes kind of happen with what unfolds in, whether it's the set or the setup or whatever it may be. I mean, that being said, as we got in rhythm, I think we started getting a little bit of that natural, back and forth, which is exciting, right? Because imagine, again, a little bit of practice, a little bit more experience, a little bit more of it being routine. Boom.
Yeah.
We're gonna be rocking.
You got a huge laugh on you're my two best friends. You're my two best friends. You're my neighbors. That was one of my favorites.
That was good. Yeah. I got it.
You're my neighbors.
That's like a great example of it where I remember that line and I remember it being several, I was like, oh, I got this plan. And then I just heard you two go in there. I realized okay, we're getting close to the end. And, boom, here's a very natural thing that this guy would say. That's also happens to be very funny. Boom, got us in, out. And I was like, nice. That's
the one thing I think we're all good at on the same page is being able to follow the story and come up with something on the spot whoever you're with takes it.
Yeah. And that's our natural instincts. That's the other thing I think I was so excited about with, watching it back was this is just us doing it after just knowing we had a show coming up, doing a little planning the night before, doing all that, meeting up and having a drink to calm down.
Oh, Winston!
And down it goes.
Winston!
Unacceptable.
I don't know. We might look better on camera, honestly. It's a ring light.
That is true. It just makes us
$20
shine.
ring light.
It gives us halos up above. Yeah.
I put that other light, installed that one because his basement being a one light bulb household, it was depressing.
Yeah, it was getting a little alley-ish.
Yeah, it really was. Yeah, you look down this side without any of those lights on, and it's like, oof.
I don't know if I want to go down there.
If I had a purse, I'd clutch it a little tighter. If I were Batman's parents, I'd tuck those pearls.
Yeah. Or on the other side, hey, maybe there's a wallet to grab back there. That's how I see it.
Keep it in the front pocket, too.
That's right. Exactly. No, we fucking killed it. It was great. Hopefully, thank you to Chaos Bloom. I think I was, a little almost too gracious.
Shout out.
But I'm going to appreciate every chance I get to be on stage because that was the thing with COVID is I realized this isn't just something you get to do all the time, so you better make the most of it and have fun with it because that's what it is. It's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be fun for us. It's supposed to be fun for the audience. It's supposed to be something that everybody really enjoys doing. So let's
Did
just make it that.
you have any butterflies in your stomach before you got on stage?
Always, yeah.
I didn't.
No?
That was weird. It was
You
the
you
first
Mark
time
Maroned
that
it.
I was just like, yeah, you know, this is home.
Sure,
That's
sure.
how I felt. I'm just
That's
like
fair.
back into it, dude.
Yeah.
It was very like usually I'll get it going, and that's why I got to do the McConaughey, whatever fucking song. I used to hum King Kunta.
Oh yeah, there we go.
That was my song when I was doing it. Back when I was doing stand up, and even for like the stuff for acting class and shit. It was, you know, just you got to warm up. You got to get that whatever gland in there going.
Right? Yeah, no, I did it before presentations in college a lot.
Yeah.
No, I definitely with the butterflies, you know, it's kind of it like I said, it's the Mark Maron bit where he's like, yeah, I've been so nervous to do this for my whole career, and it always just like kind of makes me do a good job, and now I just don't feel anything, and I'm horrified I'm gonna suck. You know, like it's just like, I'm just like, I know this is gonna be a terrible experience for everybody, and it's I mean it's hilarious because he's, you know, using that, but I kind of, for me it's like sports, you know what I mean? Like you need a little bit of adrenaline to like get into that fight or flight mode, because I think that's when improv works, is when you're in kind of flow.
You know what I think it might have been?
Yeah.
I just sorry, no,
No,
continue
you
what
go.
you're gonna say, but it just hit me. You know what I think it might have been is that I felt so confident because I trusted you guys so much that it was just gonna be funny no matter what. That was, I guess, my spirit.
And vice versa. You know, that's I always get
I
excited.
was just like, now we got this.
Exactly. Like I always get excited, like, okay, how, because I thought about my character a fair amount coming into it and whatnot, and I knew I needed to be sharp on it, but I knew I couldn't, nothing was going to matter if I wasn't, again, listening to you guys, if I wasn't focused on like where you guys were going with it, and like we were all kind of putting it together. And yeah, to that point, I like, you know, that's why we do the I got your back thing before. That's why, that's one of my favorite things about improv, is that's the mentality, is like, I got your back. Like this is gonna be great no matter what. Like even I've had shows where I bombed and it's like fine, you know, like you just hop off.
What if we next time perform and I say I got your back, but I cross my fingers and then I betray you on stage? I give you the most impossible situation.
Hey.
I just be like, and he has become Atlas and must carry the world for the rest of the show. He cannot move. You must be down on one knee like this for the rest of the show.
Just like weigh me down with improv, like painting and stuff like that. Just,
he has to paint an entire mural.
yeah, and his feet are made of cinder blocks. And, King Kong sitting on his face.
Because you have two options. You have to yes and or say no.
Yeah, and if I say no, the show is kind of over.
I backstab you
Yeah.
on stage.
Well,
I tear you down in front of everybody. I make you look like an ass.
That's what's so funny about Michael Scott in improv is that he forces people into these situations, and they're good improvisers, so they do it. You know, they like, all right, I'll let him rob me again today or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's just imposing his will on these people. That's what's so funny about improv, is like, if you are this dominant personality, you can overtake. I've seen it happen so much.
It's Keegan-Michael Key, and
Yeah.
don't think twice.
Exactly.
Great movie. Michael Birbiglia, shut up.
And he's like a good version of it, right? He's like talent to the extreme. I've seen people that just like, they're not afraid of being on stage, but they have no like stage talent whatsoever. And then like, especially in like a class where there's a bunch of random people, and there's some people that are really scared to go out there, and there's some people that have like been practicing and want to do it the right way. And then just, you know, fucking, you know, Magoo comes out and just does some bullshit.
It's like a kid, like a bunch of kids playing make believe, right? You know,
Right.
like us playing Star Wars as kiddos.
That's why I think
right?
we're so good at it.
You know,
I mean, we
but
did that
it'd
into
be
high
like
school.
One of those
I
things
did.
where it's
I
just
don't know.
like, you're dead. It's like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of thing, where that's what the person is. It's like, I gave you this scenario. It's like, nuh-uh.
Yeah.
Like,
See,
I murdered you.
That's how I know.
No, I came back to life. No, I'm his twin brother. Bang.
That's how I knew I had some skill at improv, was when we were kids and we would do that. I would choose to die. I'd be the guy that would go out in the low point. I'd be like, no!
I remember one time in particular, too, where we were playing Republic Commandos, because
right.
we were really into that video game. Like, I gotta, people shit on the prequel trilogy. They got some pretty sick video games coming out of that.
It's true.
And I love how I just said video games like I'm Hank Hill.
Video games.
Video games. God dang it, Bobby. What I say about playing video games at the breakfast table? But we were playing it, and you were Fixer, the green guy.
That's right.
I was Sev. He was like Raphael, rude but cool.
Right.
And Carl was Scorch, and then we had Jeremy Kearns playing whatever the main guy was called. I think he was just called Boss, or whoever was the yellow guy. No, that was Scorch. Never mind. But anyway. We hit a scene. We hit like a real impactful climactic moment in whatever story we weave. You were like, and then I just took one to the chest, and you were like on the ground dying. And like Carl got really like, Jack, you can't die every time. And I'm like, yeah, man, come on. Like we all piled on, and we made you cry.
That's right.
For wanting to die every time.
Listen, dude, it's good storytelling. Okay, I wanted you guys to move forward with some goals and some momentum.
But what would you be doing for the rest of it?
I wanted to eat, okay?
Go
Jay had made a pizza inside, and I was hungry, and I knew I was going out with a bang.
Jack, we had Trandoshans to kill.
Listen, I also had a moment in Dungeons & Dragons where I was transitioning characters, and it was fun because Ethan, the DM, and I, a good friend of the show, Ethan Brand, shout out, we had a conversation. We're like, all right, the transition and how we're going to do this is we're gonna kill your character. We're not going to tell anybody that this is going to happen, and then we'll bring the new guy in, whatever, but like, we'll see. And man, that was fun. Like I got to really go through something with everybody, and he like had my character get his brain sucked out by an octopus man type of thing. Yeah, well, you would not have liked it at all. Ugh. And tossed me into an abyss.
It's like the brain bug in Starship Troopers, except way worse because it's an octopus.
Well, and two, it was both of our worst nightmares. I realized quickly after because that happened. It was actually, I think it was a mind flare. Shout out to Stranger Things.
I was gonna say, but a mind flare.
Yeah, and it like grabbed. I was a dragon man named Rogar, and I did Laszlo's voice from What We Do in the Shadows. It was great.
Pile more details into the story before you tell the story, Jack.
Long story short, octopus man sucks my brain out, throws me into a pit of spiders. I was like, oh, I didn't think that was what was going to happen because we know what happens in spider pits with the cocoons. Anyway, came in, was a bird man. He broke my wings immediately. I never got to fly with that character because I didn't play after that little excursion, at least with that guy. So yeah, I like to die because you know what? It set stakes. Game of Thrones, Breaking Bad. They'd all agree.
Well, so. I mean, sure. But when we're all playing and you're just like, I want to sit out. I'm dead.
Well, that was one of my, I don't know. I had two moments with improv where I had to like really kind of, check myself. One was the first drop-in class that you and I did, which, where, I was like, we're funny. Like, we could do this. It's not that hard. You just make stuff up, right? So, like, we got in, like, a line to do scenes finally, and I was super excited. And it got to my turn, and I was like, all right, I'm going to hit him with a big moment. I'm going to really set the scene. And I took one step and pretended to break my ankle. I was like, oh my God. And then that person was like, are you okay? And I was like, it hurts so bad. It's just like terrible. Like, because again, very like, me dominating the scene. And I remember like, I think some people chuckled because I think I really sold the fall. Like I think
you did. Like it looked like you rolled your ankle pretty bad.
Yeah. I think I made some people nervous, and then when they realized I wasn't hurt, they just laughed in relief. But I was like, "Damn, that is not what this is."
You should have won Oscar.
And another time was in theater class. They brought in a improv teacher for like one day, and I was like, oh, this is my time to shine, right?
Just one drop in class.
I made so many animal jokes, it was unnecessary. And I sent an email after. I was like, so what'd you think? Like, was that all right? They were like, well, you don't really listen to anybody, you have some funny things to say, but and I was like, damn, Mom, what the fuck? I took 10 levels of classes, which was a bit unnecessary, but we got it done.
I thought that was after the drop-in.
No,
took 10 levels of classes.
What happened was that happened, and I was like, oh, damn, but like acting's going pretty well, so I think I'm doing something all right. And then we ate the shrooms, and I saw, this is the end, and I saw some improv scene that I was like, oh, I couldn't do that. There's no way, and that's what I want to do, but I can't. And then I was like, well, shit, you better learn how to do improv. And we went to that drop-in, and I was like, ooh, you're like a beginner. And then I went to beginner classes, and now we're here. So that's a fun story.
I haven't taken a class outside of the drop-in class. I just take your advice and then just observe.
That's all right, Hey, and that's the other part too. Is like,
I feel like if we had more complicated scenes than the dads, I would absolutely flounder.
Yeah, well,
Choke and fail and bomb and bomb and fail.
Improv's all about keeping it simple. Like it should always, say start by chopping carrots. Like don't get any crazier than like you're working in a kitchen and talking. And that's what I kind of miss. Like this is the thing I'm really missing. Is
I was like, what? Where the fuck is talking? Like it was a place, dude. That's the second confusing thing that's happened today. I got a text from my boss asking me if I could be a server on Christmas. She goes, "I just hired a new cat. It was also going to be a bartender and server, or a barback and server." And I was just like, "Cat, like a cat? Is this an insult? Like, are you fucking with me right now? Like a cat could do both jobs? Like, what is? Or no, like." Yeah. You're a cool cat, Daddy-O.
Right.
Like, what the fuck?
A little bit more old school.
But just being, like, waking up and taking it literally like, you just hired a cat? Was this, like, the Sunny episode where they get a monkey? Like, what the fuck? And then talking now. I'm just like, you're a cook in the restaurant talking? You're cutting carrots at talking?
Where do you work at? I work at Talking.
I work at talking, dude.
I'm a cook at Talking.
I'm a gullible bloke today, dude.
That's not a bad restaurant, Because what do we do at restaurants? We're talking.
We're talking and talking,
That's
dude.
another great way to start a scene. You're at a restaurant. Some of the best sets I've had in my life started with just me and someone sitting in two chairs like we're at a restaurant.
I like lasagna, but this isn't what I ordered.
And that's what I miss is improv forms, like the Herald and stuff like that. I haven't done that since before COVID, and I do wish I could do some of those again. But soon enough.
Seek it out.
Come on, dude.
Chase.
It's true.
Wrangle.
It's hard to get on that stage.
Stick to the ground.
It's busy. Apparently, Denver Improv's popping.
Well, we're a small part of it. The DMT dudes and Gary.
That's true.
Best Sports Cantina.
Having great times. Good stuff.
We're a merger, dude. We're going to be Discovery Warner Brothers, dude.
You think people enjoy improv talk?
Improv talk? I don't fucking know.
We did about 20 minutes of it.
All right, well, let's move on. How about Dave Chappelle bringing Elon Musk on stage to a shitload of booze?
Yeah, his T-shirt looks silly.
I haven't seen it, but I heard about it from Joe Mandy.
Yeah, it was on Jesselnick and Rosenthal. They talked about it.
Yeah. Well, it's just one of those things where I'm like, literally like Elon Musk a few years ago was just like kind of cool. I was down with the dude. Like he's funny. He was in Iron Man 2.
Sure, yeah.
He's the SpaceX guy, and he had electric cars. Mm-hmm. And then somewhere along the lines, it was like when he married Grimes, I was just like, or didn't even marry her, just knocked her up,
yeah.
And then named the baby something. I'm just like, all right. And then I just hear all these bad things. I'm just like, well, he still seems so cheeky.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And definitely the account that posted the video of it got deleted and gone.
Of course.
Was the thing. No, I mean, I don't know. It's like...
I just got to see the picture at least.
When it comes to these guys, these rich people, I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. Like, I feel like this was what I bet happened, was that he talks to Dave Chappelle, maybe they're friends, whatever.
I need to see this goofy shirt. Where is it?
He's in San Francisco. Dave is doing a show. Elon shows up and is like, "What's up?" And he knows going there. He's like, "Dave's gonna bring me on." Yeah. Dave will bring me on stage.
Dave's gonna bring me on.
If he didn't suggest it already, or even if he did, he would have known, right? And then he gets on there, and I bet he's expecting like, okay, they're gonna love me. Yeah, sure. This is San Francisco, where Twitter. So many people have been fired from Twitter. It's insane.
Right.
But these are Dave Chappelle fans. They're basically Joe Rogan fans. They're going to love me. They're going to love me because Joe Rogan loves me.
Yeah.
And then he walked out there and couldn't get a word out.
No.
I mean, that was too, he said like, it was like 90% cheers, 10% boos. I'm like, every time he tried to speak, they would boo him so loudly that he couldn't, which is very intentional. That is a sign of booing. That's one of my favorite Office things. Boo, boo. And he's like, hey, you were the guy that booed me. He's like, no, I wasn't big. There were a lot of people, but I was one of them. A lot of people. He's like, nope, you were the only.
You were the only one.
That was great. Fucking Sweeney Todd.
Sweeney Todd.
I bet Elon would be great in a rendition of Sweeney Todd. I don't know why. I just think he'd really do well at. I just get it.
Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
That's pretty good. Do Elon.
Do Elon.
Do Elon and Sweeney Todd.
Elon as Trump. That's a combination I don't know how to even fathom.
Let's go. Let's have Ben Shapiro moderate a podcast between Elon Musk, Trump, Alex Jones, and Kanye West. Let's put them all in the same room. Let's let Joe give up the podcast studio. He's got the seats. That'd be fun. And you are in the room. You just have to sit there and watch it all. And you have to take in the information because you got to do impressions of all of them.
Oh, man.
All of them. Yeah, Ben Shapiro's like young Jamie. He's just the producer.
Oh, my God. Kanye, so you were talking about anti-Semitism. Did you know I'm Jewish? Did you know that I'm Jewish? All right. Do you have a problem with me? Do you want me dead? Because I don't like Adolf Hitler.
It's good Shapiro.
I know. It's a really easy one.
Yeah, it's fair.
He's just so snippy and nasally. Yeah, it's just like a snippier Greg Rosenthal. He's just so snippy.
See, to the few people that know, that get that, that is hilarious. Yeah. And Greg Rosenthal, I do not think would appreciate that comparison.
I know.
Not even a little bit.
Anthony would like it.
Anthony would love it.
Like a snippy Ben Shapiro.
And that's the only person we need to impress is Anthony Jeselnik.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Greg,
you just need to impress me.
listen, I am as good of an NFL analyst as Greg Rosenthal. Okay? I know as much as him, and I do it.
Jack, I want you to go head to head. Who do you think would win?
Me and Greg?
Yeah.
Like fisticuffs or like football knowledge?
Let's do a freaking matchup podcast with the JRPP.
I would love to. I mean, I think the thing standing in our way of that is them. I think they are.
We need to hit up all things comedy.
Yeah. We'll be like, hey, guys.
Guys, we've been best friends for as long as you guys. Probably even longer. So, I mean, this guy's the NFL dude. I'm big on like movies and comedy.
That's right.
Neither of us read books.
This guy's a celebrity.
Neither of us read books.
That is true.
Let's get together.
Yeah, we don't, but that's what's kind of fun. You need to be a little different, you know? Yeah.
This was a tweet that I was sent the other day that Elon Musk tweeted. My pronouns are prosecute/Fauci. Where the fuck does that come from?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't. I can't be accountable for Elon Musk's strange tweets and humor.
He's insane, dude.
Yeah. Did you like when he brought in the kitchen sink?
What?
Did you like when he brought in the kitchen sink to Twitter?
What do you mean?
He like carried in a sink.
What?
When I think the first day he went into Twitter or something. You should look it up. Yeah.
What is
Elon Musk's sink?
Dude.
Because I don't know if I got it all right. I mean, again, I am very, very much on the periphery of any situation really. But
he's got the biggest, dumbest fucking grin on his face. What the fuck is this?
You'd give Elon a hug if you met him.
No, I wouldn't.
Why?
He doesn't seem like he'd just be any kind of warm, and also, ew. Like, for some reason, I'm just grossed out by him now. From everything that's been going on over the past 3 to 5 years.
Yeah.
You know?
It's another one of those, like, celebrities inflating to such a... I think we're seeing the popping of Kanye West after years of it just expanding, you know? Like, it started with this,
but the thing is Kanye at least was charismatic. Elon has zero personality. All of his personality is fucking internet memes.
Yeah, well,
and it's so weird and uncomfortable that it's like a really unpopular kid that everybody can agree is unpopular, trying to hang out with the preppy kids,
right?
You know, like trying to hang out with the jocks and the letter jacket kids, and just everyone's like.
He's so rich. They like partying at his house.
Yeah, exactly. Like, fucking, we just put up with him because he lets us into these parties.
Yeah. Well, he's going to take us to Mars, dude.
Just like, ugh. He thinks he's so fucking cute. He thinks he's so fucking smart. He thinks he's so fucking smart.
Yeah, if you could say something to Elon Musk right now, what would you tell him?
Fucking cut it out. Like, really, that every time something comes up, I'm like, dude, same with Kanye. I'm like, dude, relax.
Yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah,
Like,
the world
Jesus.
doesn't need this.
Like, where is this coming from? This is unnecessary, and you know it. Knock it off.
It's the only way they can stay relevant, though, which
It's
is by being relevant every single day.
So desperate.
It is. It's like thirsty celebrities.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Thirsty rich people.
It's so desperate, and I mean, I'm just shaking my head, shaking my damn head. SMDH, dude.
Do Elon.
Shaking my damn head. SMDH. You know, do it for lulz.
Do it for the lulz.
Tesla. People are returning Teslas because they don't like me.
Yeah, I know. Tesla's taking a hit.
Oh, that's the ultimate troll.
What if Elon is like an android sent by some alien? Like he's like that guy, like Michael Fassbender in the Alien movies, and
He's like David.
Yeah, like some engineer people sent him to us to like fuck with us, and he's just a robot who's causing mayhem.
Yeah, he's doing experiments, doing all these things, like dropping little black goo in people's drinks.
That's what Alex Jones is always talking about, is the things that Elon's getting into.
What's the line that he says in Prometheus? Big things have small beginnings. That's Michael Fassbender. Big things have small beginnings. Because I really picked up my Elon impression from him on SNL because he kept fucking like nodding his head and stuff like he's got Tourette's or something.
Well, he said he has, what, Asperger's?
He definitely, he said that, but like just the like little nodding of his head. It's like, well, you know, Elon Musk.
Yeah, he's, again, he's just like a guy.
And I guess I got his voice from Rick and Morty because it just isolated it in that Elon Tusk bit.
Yeah.
You know, Rick, Morty, what's going on?
So funny. Did he didn't do his voice in that?
He did
do it. Nice.
Yeah.
He went in there.
Yeah, so about Rick and Morty was about the height of Elon Musk.
Right.
And everything after that
He
just
like
crashed.
had this he had like Iron Man 2. He was cool.
He was like gonna be the next Tony
He
Stark.
really had it.
Yeah.
And then he just totally just like fumbled.
Like Tony's like, this guy's cool. And if Tony Stark thinks this guy's cool, he's going places. He turned into Obadiah Stane, dude.
Worst. He turned into Justin Hammer.
Justin Hammer, exactly. That's exactly it. Elon Musk is Justin Hammer, dude.
The irony.
Yeah, and just imagine him coming out on stage to that jazz music, dude.
He will one of these days.
If he hasn't already for like some sort of personal conference or something. The thing I find so funny about him getting booed a lot is like every other keynote speech that he's ever given has never been met with that because it's always in the environment of the tech world and everyone's being civil and shit. Chappelle, everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck you, dude." Especially in San Francisco, dipshit. If it was in Ohio, maybe different story.
Right? Yeah.
Because they're probably just like, well, we don't know anybody at Twitter.
Or if he was maybe in
what do we give a shit about this nerd?
Yeah, I don't. It's tough because he's definitely a he's such a polarizing figure. In particular, on one political side, but also I think everybody kind of hates him. I think that's one unifying thing is a lot of people are like getting sick of it. But San Francisco, of all the places, was such an unwise move. Like it's unbelievable. I mean, that is the most democratic place again, where so many people have been fired from Twitter, where he has like kind of, made a mockery of the tech industry in a lot of ways. They've done that to themselves a lot too.
Yeah, but say ever since he took over Twitter, it's become like a visible disaster. I haven't had it on my phone since like before that, but when I hopped on it, like just now, it's just like, this is a mess, dude.
Hey man, I'm glad I never got on. I'm just like this.
It was fun for a little while, and then everything surrounding the Trump-Clinton election, I was getting really fucking fired up about it, so I just took a break from it. And I never really found my way back. What am I going to do, waste material on Twitter?
Right.
Fuck that.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
It's Twitter zings. You made some friends. You made some connections.
Yeah, no, I did get some likes
Yeah.
from celebrities.
Sammy B
Shout
found
out.
his way.
Seth Rogen liked to tweet.
Some
dude.
DMs.
Seth Rogen liked to tweet.
Oh.
Evan Goldberg tweeted back to me.
I mean, you did set his expectations for the Predator up.
I
but,
did.
Yeah,
Sorry, Evan.
he just again. We mentioned it. Evan Goldberg.
He follows me.
Evan Goldberg hates.
Evan Goldberg does.
He does not like you.
But I'm sure, like, if I'd met him, and I'm just like, so I tweeted to you about the Predator, and I really hope you never got around to seeing it.
He's like, oh no, I remember.
Oh, I remember, and I was psyched. And then I saw it, and I was like, what the fuck?
He just show up at some Hollywood party and he just beelines it for you. You're like,
Hey.
is that Evan Goldberg? He pushes you into the pool or something.
One of those big arms flailing back pushes into the pool, you know? Like he hit my chest with force.
What was that for? You told me to watch The Predator. 2017.
No, all I did was tell you Shane Black wrote and directed it. I didn't say it was going to be good. I just figured it probably would, considering his history with the franchise.
Yeah, well, it sucked.
I know. I was there with you.
And then he goes back inside. You see him, and he's like, "Hey, by the way, I love your stuff."
The thing about the Predator that I regret the most is I rented it from Redbox to watch, and at the time I was pretty like broke. It was during a winter for sure because I didn't have a job, and I don't know. I think I forgot to return it, and then it racked up enough that I'm like, I'm going to overdraft if I return this right now. So I held on to it for even longer until I could get some money. I wound up spending like $35 on renting the Predator. Which probably would have been what the overdraft was if I returned it when I remembered to. But the fact that I was that low, that flat broke that a couple days rental from a Redbox, that's like $2 a day.
It seems really
would
symbolic.
put me in financial dire straits.
Yeah, well, it seems symbolic of the film, you know, like it seems like a fitting situation for that.
Yeah, but I got punished.
Much like what happened to
his name's Mr. Unlimited.
Like you think about it, this is a tangent, but it's just it's a perfect encapsulations of a situation for him to like finally. I mean, they're getting blown out by the Chiefs, and then he comes back. He drives them all the way. They got an opportunity. I think they were going to take the lead, or at least tie it. And for him to scramble, get about 15 yards, and get knocked the fuck out on the goal line was brutal. It was an encapsulation of everything that's happened in the Broncos season, and I just wanted to point that out. I hope that hematoma on his head went down. That was brutal.
Unlimited diarrhea.
Yeah, that was funny.
Like, what does that mean? And he actually posted that.
That's like a real thing.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
Look, you'll see his fucking mouth.
Unlimited diarrhea.
Yeah.
Unlimited.
He
I
says
know.
diarrhea. Like, what? That's a new sound drop. I'm putting it on the board. Because that's what he's become. He's become unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
It's just, I was like, damn. You never want to see that. And it's, who knows what would have happened. But that was basically like the most, again, sometimes God makes himself apparent on Sundays, Sometimes you realize he's a football fan. And he's tracking these
apparently
stories
he
too.
wanted to strike down one of his very own children.
Yeah, one of his most devout
followers.
He's just like, this year, I don't know. Yeah.
Took
Stinks.
him out.
It's all right. He's coming back. It's going to be all right. Maybe. We'll see. Hopefully. Again, there was one moment where, like,
what about their fucking playoffs chances?
0% gone, done, over, eliminated. What about him, dude?
Dude, I don't know why. Patriots are the playoffs. Patriots are the playoffs.
Yeah. Right now,
The problem is Matt Patricia and Mac Jones. Fucking ugh.
They got a big hug. They hugged each other. Poor Kyler Murray tore his ACL in the first 3 plays, so
wasn't much of a competition
after
that.
It was up until the fourth quarter, and then DeAndre Hopkins got stripped and touchdown and all that. But who cares about the Cardinals?
The Cards.
Yeah, it's my least favorite of the bird teams.
Well, it's not a bird of prey.
It's not. I know.
You know, it's like, you know, the
Ravens, Seahawks, Falcons, Eagles. They all tear
hunt.
flesh apart.
And you got the Cardinals. They tweet. They eat bird seed on bird feeders.
Yep. I don't like it. I don't need it. And I'm calling it right now. All 4 cat teams are making the playoffs. Right now. Jaguars are going to take the South. Panthers are going to take the South.
They're going to take the South?
They kicked the shit out of the Titans this past week.
Yeah,
so why not?
Have they beaten
Trevor
Tampa
Lawrence.
Bay, though?
Oh, the Panthers? Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking the Jaguars were in the same division as them, not the
flippity flop. But yeah, one of the cat teams in the South. But yeah, no, I think they all got it. Lions are hot. Lions are on Fuego.
Really?
Yeah, Bengals are you know, we've been talking about the Bengals enough over the past few
Oh
years.
yeah, didn't the Lions just kind of kick the crap out of the Vikings?
Yeah, they beat the shit out of
That's
them.
embarrassing, dude.
Yeah, well,
That's a divisional game, dude.
I know, and who knows? I mean, the thing about the Vikings is they were the only like 11-2 team to have a negative point differential between. So they had more points scored on them than they had scored, but they were 11-2.
Yeah,
because they had won games within 1 to 3 points, and they had lost games by 30 some points. So yeah, that's fun.
What's the name of the guy who's the coach of the Dolphins?
Mike McDaniel.
Mike McDaniel. That's what I thought it was.
Man, the myth, the legend.
Did you see the clip of him going around where it was in this last week's game, and I think he was talking to Tua, and you catch the sound on the speaker, and he just goes, "No, that's me. I fucked up."
Oh yeah. Uh-huh.
And I'm like,
dude.
That's the realest coach. He's a real coach.
Yeah, he's the man.
He's like, "No, that's on me. I fucked up."
I fucked up. Yep.
You don't hear much coaches say that.
You don't. That's why, you know, even though you
Well,
hate
you
the
get
Dolphins.
people screaming.
True, yeah.
God damn it! What the fuck is that?
Then he goes back to his hometown, Mr. Brady, and then he gets spanked. I mean, just beaten. By Mr. Irrelevant.
Mr. Irrelevant.
Yeah, this is brutal.
Who's Mr. Irrelevant?
Brock Purdy. He's the last pick in the draft.
Purdy.
And he just beat Tom Brady by 28 points.
Yeah. And Jack, I still come back to it. Quarterbacks don't beat quarterbacks. They're on the same side of the ball, so every time that somebody says, "Oh yeah, this quarterback beat Tom Brady," it's like, no, their defense beat Tom Brady.
It's true. Yeah.
You know?
But
he beat the Buccaneers defense. You
One
know?
was
Nick
able-
Foles did not beat Tom Brady.
Nick Foles played pretty flawlessly.
Eli Manning did not beat Tom Brady.
Eli would disagree.
He beat the Patriots defense. That was my biggest fucking pet peeve. It was just like, oh yeah, this quarterback beat the other quarterback. It's like, was he playing linebacker? Did he sack him for a 15-yard loss?
Did he pick him off?
Yeah. Did
he run onto the
Did
field?
he get a sack, fumble, touchdown? Then he didn't beat him. Get a pick six for the game win? No. He didn't beat him.
Would that be so funny if they put in a Bengals Chiefs game, they put Joe Burrow in at cornerback just to try and pick Pat Mahomes off, and he just gets burned.
He is burned so bad.
It cost them the whole game. It's the last play of the game.
Why anyone do this? Like that's the announcers is just why would they do that? That is the most erratic, insane play choice that I've ever seen. The worst personnel choice. Why? They literally chose to throw this game away.
Put Joe Burrow on Travis Kelce and said, cover him. And it didn't last for a millisecond.
Yeah. But then what if it ends up being that he does get an interception, runs it in for a touchdown? It's like, Joe Burrow.
Well, it's like that Tyreek Hill touchdown. Did you see where there was a fumble, and then you can see the offensive lineman hit the ball out of the pile. Tyreek Hill grabs it and runs it for 60 yards and a touchdown.
Wow, I did not see that.
Yeah, it's pretty great. It's the only reason the Dolphins were even competitive.
You never really see that where you can actually bat it around on the ground and the ball's still alive, right? If nobody's picked it up.
I think Chris Collinsworth, which Take it with the grain of
Well,
salt.
you know,
Hey,
Chris
well,
Collinsworth.
they actually got away with one there.
Well, now what you got here is one big man against another big man, and in this case, the defense's big man. They won the battle. Shout out Madden 12.
People forget Collinsworth was a Bengal.
Yeah, I feel like I'm with a lot of civilian NFL fans where when I find out that these announcers are almost all ex-players.
Great ex-players.
Great ex-players, exactly. I'm just
They're
like,
pretty good.
I could not picture this person, young or in shoulder pads, doing an excellent job
What
in
about
this
Mark
league.
Sanchez? He's killing it in the booth.
Butt fumble.
Well, yeah.
I mean, that's all you have to say for him. I mean,
but he's in the booth killing it.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about like Al Michaels. Wasn't he a player?
No.
No, so he's just only been commentating.
Usually
for
the play-by-play
like a century.
guy is not a player. Is a journalist.
But Phil Simms, I can't picture him playing.
he won Super Bowls.
I've seen pictures of Terry Bradshaw playing. It is not the same person.
Yeah.
They have changed him. They have mutated this man into Terry on the fucking Fox News or Fox Sports. Fucking Howie, even. Just because of the glasses.
Sure.
Just because of the glasses.
Howie Long fucked
God.
people up. These guys
Fucking,
all won Super Bowls.
Well, and then who's the other one?
Strahan.
Boomer Esiason. I cannot
Boomer.
picture him.
Boomer was the Bengals quarterback.
Yeah, Strahan, that's like the first thing you can picture him as. I mean, he's still in that shape.
And yet, of all the things, I mean, he does so many fucking things, you know? Like,
Yeah.
he's like on the Today Show.
I know.
And shit, you know? Like, it doesn't make any sense.
Michael and Kelly, dude.
Look at Michael Strahan's just like, I'm going to do everything. I'm going to do every single job. Every one of them. I love his teeth. They're the best.
I know, yeah.
I bet that's the thing. He wants
covers
everybody to
gaps
start
wider
talking
than
about.
his teeth. That's a meme that I remember seeing about him.
That's what he wants everyone talking about is the gap in his teeth.
Well, that's why he'll never fix it. You know that,
True.
right?
True.
It's not like fucking Brian Urlacher getting earplugs and changing his entire face because of it. I mean, like, seeing that man with that, when it was fully healed, it's just like, you're a clone. You're no longer Brian Urlacher. Where's Brian Urlacher right now? Is he in a subterranean pod right now while you take his place? Did you do a body swap with him like us?
Brian Urlacher's alternate self climbed out of the tunnels, took him down there, and has been living amongst us since his retirement in 2012. I would be blown away.
Yeah. Well, you think about it, this underground version didn't want to get banged up on the football field.
True.
I
Like,
mean,
can you
even though
imagine?
underground, it's just getting like
I know.
blown back or
Yeah, well,
smashing through people.
It's just a bunch of like zombie like people getting in stances and then just blasting each other into walls and shit. Because it's not a field,
That's
you know.
the concept from us you never think about is like all the other stuff. Because I mean, like they showed the one room where it's all the people on the roller coaster, but they're just like standing there going like.
Right.
Just imagine people at a sporting event, just like pantomiming, slugging beer, getting in fights in the parking lot,
Right.
Bill's Mafia people just jumping through tables.
Well, yeah, every Sunday is there like, 10 to 15 like areas in the tunnels that are just filled with people watching some like sort
Imaginary
of in the
sporting
halls.
event,
And then there's like 11, 22 guys like standing in the middle of the halls, like just hitting each other. That's what it is. That's what it has to be.
Another like 45 guys on the sideline just standing there.
Yeah.
People walking up and doing this, squirting water.
Taping ankles and stuff.
Yeah, some of them down and being like, God damn it! What the fuck was that?
That's my favorite part of us is when Winston Duke goes,
It's such a great movie,
well,
dude.
and Jordan Field knows that's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
Like he's like, this is so tense. We gotta like make some people
that
laugh.
will be
Yeah.
actually really funny.
This will help ease people.
it would make people laugh out of the pure unexpectedness of
Yeah,
it, and
exactly.
then the sound too being hilarious.
And how quiet it is, Perfect. What a perfect film.
Winnie Dukes, dude.
I don't know why people don't like that movie.
They don't like
like
it as much as Get Out and Nope. That's the problem. It's
True.
Like I remember being really stoked when we saw Us in theaters and Because the thing that I was picking up from it was like, oh, this is his like shining. This is him doing a lot of Stanley Kubrick, where it's a lot of setup with imagery and colors, stuff in the background that you don't really call into focus, but it creates that subconscious tension. It's building and building and building. The big old M. Night Shyamalan twist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Lupita. What an actor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. Great stuff.
Yeah.
What else? What else is new?
What else is new?
Give me the lowdown.
Give you the lowdown.
Yeah.
The lowdown?
Yeah.
The down low.
Perhaps.
I don't know what the fuck the lowdown is, Jack. I don't know what to tell you. You put me on the spot. You're usually the one who comes in with notes trying to get a rise out of me with some sort of thing.
That's true.
I mean, we already did the Elon thing.
That's true, yeah. I don't know. I mean, busy week. Life's just flying.
It's an amazing table read.
Yeah, great table read. Good stuff. We got good scripts coming along. Getting some stuff as for the fans.
For the fans.
We're getting cooking.
FTF.
Yeah.
For the fans.
That's right. We're working hard out here, you know.
Trying, grinding.
Mm-hmm.
No
All
days
day,
off.
day. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Hardly getting paid.
Yeah.
We'll make it though.
Yeah.
I don't know. What else has happened this I don't know. Like
what the fuck was that?
I don't know. I was like
that is just like the perfect example of every time that you've told me that you'll be like starting on something and you'll go in and then like halfway through with all the confidence you're just like, oh fuck, I don't know what I was gonna say. And then you just back off of it and then you just go, no,
I know. It's the worst thing you could do too, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like hit the fucking eject.
you know, and that's what I hit this button, you know.
Real exciting. Yeah, I'm real exciting. But anyways,
see, Russ and I have a lot in common.
yeah, where you guys just don't know what you're talking
We
about.
just stumbled through our existence and we're like, whoa,
Wow.
I hope people like me.
Unlimited diarrhea. Unlimited.
It's the way he said that. I can't. It's got to be.
You got to find the context.
I know.
I need to find the context of that sound drop.
I just don't think Russell Wilson has like even said the word diarrhea before. You know, like
He says it there, Jack. It's video proof.
I don't know.
I mean, what else could he have done where his mouth literally looks like he says diarrhea?
I don't know.
I mean, your mouth doesn't move much with diarrhea. Diarrhea.
Speaking of,
Yeah.
what happened to bad lip readings?
They're still there.
Oh, they still do them?
Yeah.
I just haven't looked them
I
up.
just haven't looked them up.
I haven't even tried,
you
yeah.
know. And I mean, like, my thing was I was so shocked that NFL Top 100 was playing it last year because I'm like, I forgot that existed. That was my
Right.
jam.
Yeah. That was a fun annual tradition to look forward to.
Yeah, and back in the high school days, man, I had some of my faves in there. You got the Vince Wilfork. You got the Logan Mankins. You got the, well, of course, Tom Brady being number one several times.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Top hundo.
top hundo, dude.
Top hundo. It's an honor, you know. Voted as by the players.
Yeah.
Except like numbers like really the back 50. I'm kind of like I bet like 5 people voted for this guy. You know what I mean? Like because everybody's gonna vote for the same 10 people probably.
Yeah.
And they get like 20, right? That's how the list works or whatever. And I cannot imagine. I know a lot of guys will like vote for their dudes, you know, like especially if it's
I'm
like
sure
a bad
there's plenty
team.
in that back 50 that people like saw like the selections and were just like, who? I'm gonna go for the one guy that I've heard of in this list,
Right,
You know,
I'd
or
write-
this slot.
You know who I'd put at the top? Cole Beasley, dude.
I would love for you to make the, like find a way to hack into somebody's like email who's gonna be voting for the top 100 and just put ridiculous answers.
Cole Beasley,
Cole Beasley.
Blake Bortles, Blaine Gabbert, Jared Goff. Actually, Jared Goff's balling this year, but Christian Ponder,
Christian Ponder.
Oh, God.
Fucking. Oh man, I'm trying to think.
Sam
of some-
Bradford.
Yeah, Sam Bradford.
They're all just bad quarterbacks.
this one name I can't remember. What was his name? There's one guy, Bishop Sankey, but there was somebody, Beanie. Fuck, I can't remember.
Beanie.
Yeah, his name was Beanie. Can't remember.
What did he play?
I can't. I think it was Cincinnati or something like that.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
But just obscure players.
Oh yeah. You got it. Oh, just like crazy names and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Amon-Ra St. Brown's probably going to make the list this year.
That's his name is Amon Ra.
His name is Amon-Ra. Yeah.
That's
The Egyptian sun god, the greatest of all the gods.
that's a bold
Yeah.
name to give. It's just being like, yeah, my kid's named Allah.
It's okay though because it's Egyptian mythology, so it's dated. You know, you can get away with the copyright.
Yeah,
It's become
well, I mean, like,
public domain.
I'm sure there were plenty of kids named Zeus,
Sure.
Odin, even.
Yeah, your boy was named Osiris.
Oh, that's a dog.
Well, that's fair. I guess.
That's a dog. Yeah, I've met many dogs named Thor.
Sure. Yeah. Which is a bummer because it's a great dog name. But then when everybody starts naming their dog Thor, you're like, I can't do it.
Yeah, I know, because
I won't do
that's my dream, is to have a lot of dogs and name them after some of my favorite characters. Definitely have a dog named Bane. And for a second there, I wanted to name dogs after just Tom Hardy characters.
Because he's your dog.
Well, I wanted to name Winston Rocco initially because of the pit bull in the drop that he names Rocco, but my dad was just like, not about it.
Winston!
Yep.
Yeah.
Came downstairs and said that, and I was like, yeah, that's a dead ringer for Winnie. Mm-hmm. We're talking about you.
Winnie the Pooh.
Looking over the desk, I'm like, what? But then, like, yeah, Bane would be a great dog name. Fitzgerald would be Fitz. You know. Fuck.
I'd give my dogs really difficult names for people that would have to take care of them at times. You know, like Titantacles. You know, Titantacles. You're gonna look like a fool running around the park. I can handle that. I can call my dog
Titantacles!
Titantacles. You know, but if you lose that dog and he gets gone,
well, that was one thing. I remember feeling so fucking ridiculous one time. I was in the Greenbelt with Katie one year, and Katie's name is short for Acadia. I don't know what that means.
the Acadian Empire.
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Whatever that.
Totally.
Whatever.
Yeah.
I know the Acadian Empire was a thing, but yeah, I have no idea where my mom
I
came
think
up
the
with
Scorpion King is an Acadian. Shout out to The Rock.
it. Can't go an episode without shouting out Dwayne, dude. Dwayne, gotta be on. Gotta make
Sit
this
in this couch,
Yeah,
dude.
gotta be put the D in the DMT, dude. Dwayne missed this podcast.
I can't believe we don't have any rock sound drops.
I don't know what sound drops to do.
It's true. I bet there's some good ones from Pain and Gain.
There's got to be some good ones from Pain and Gain. What's it? It's like, Daddy's got to work.
I am the cavalry.
I am the cavalry.
Classic F7.
F7,
Furious
dude.
7.
Furious 7.
Yeah. He busts out the cast.
Yeah, we got to rewatch some stuff. I'm not a hero. That's going to be a good one. In 2 days when it goes on HBO, I'm snatching them bites.
It goes on in 2 days. Yeah.
Yep.
Damn. Means Black Panther's probably coming soon.
I don't know. I think Black Adam was just like
Well,
really trying hard to stay relevant. Like the trailer that I saw advertising for it going on HBO Max, it's like Criticsburg, fantastic, best superhero movie we've seen in years. You know, and I'm just like,
Well, the studio's actively burying it.
yeah, they're just like, I
Again.
mean, we're not gonna make this about Black Adam. Like, don't be ridiculous.
James Gunn shot down any sort of thing that Robert Pattinson is going to be involved in the wider DCU.
DCU, yeah, no. They're like, we'll still do those because it was successful, I guess, but
Did that make
he's
you
not going
happy
to connect.
when you saw that news?
Oh, big time. The larger DC universe is too silly for how dark Matt Reeves made the Batman.
True.
Like,
Yeah.
the only thing I'll say is like the Penguin was silly.
Yeah.
You know, otherwise Riddler was fucking creepy and annoying.
Yeah.
But Penguin just being like, "Oh, what are you showing me? Oh, hey, I'm the Penguin."
See?
And then when they handcuffed his hands and feet so that they could have him waddling around like a fucking penguin, you know? Hey,
Oh,
what's he got?
Reese's.
Rapper, get that out of there. Why can't you leave shit alone?
Winston!
But anyway. Yeah, it's too serious. And same with Joaquin's Joker. And I can't believe they're making that second one a fucking musical. It's with Lady Gaga as Harley Quinn.
It's gonna be crazy.
What if they'd cancel it? As part of this merger, they're like, that is so fucked.
Yeah.
We're not doing it.
Yeah, I think the people want it, dude. People love Joker. They love him.
I have seen that movie only twice, and I don't feel like I'm going to be in the mindset to want to watch it, like, ever again.
Zazie Beetz.
I mean, she's great, but she's not, like, part of the story.
That's true.
Like,
She's part of his story.
For, like, 2 or 3 scenes. And then they do the whole Fight Club thing at the end, where it's like, oh, man, she really wasn't there the whole time? She's Brad Pitt!
Dude. What about when he smothered his mom?
That was funny. Because that was probably the most rational thing he did in that whole movie.
Sure.
Where he's just like, my mom's a fucking psycho.
We're going to take her out.
I'm taking her down, dude. Down to hell.
He shot De Niro. Bang.
Bang.
Right. What about Mark Maron? What do you think he did to Mark?
He ate him.
He ate Mark
Bones
Maron.
and all.
Just Mark Maron just getting roasted in a pot. Just, ow, this sucks. Oh.
No, they eat him raw in that movie, dude. Nobody gets cooked.
Come on.
Come
Mark
on.
Maron in a big pot. That's a great scene, you know?
Getting a little tepid in here. Hey, would you mind turning that down?
The world needs that.
Not going to be very nutritious.
Just a long cartoon, like 5 minutes of just Mark Maron getting boiled in a pot
By Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
commenting on it the whole time. That'd be great. I think I'd probably be the only one that would enjoy that.
Well, that's what I was just about to say, Jack. Every time you pitch something like that out there, I'm like, this is only for you, dude. Like,
Exactly.
You
The
throw
world-
that out there, and people would be just like, Like, if you threw that in the writer's room, nobody would just be like, there's something there. They'd just be like, okay, interesting. Now, what about this that's actually, going to be broader?
Oh, we have fun, don't we?
We sure do, dude.
Yeah, it's the best.
I mean, that's all we do here, man.
I bet it'd be funny. I think everybody would laugh.
Only people who know who Mark Maron is. I mean, he's a huge, comedy guy, but there is, a massive population that don't know anything about comedy or movies or anything at all.
How much money do you think it would take to get Mark Maron into that pot?
I mean, you'd have to kidnap him, Jack. So however much it takes to hire somebody to kidnap him.
Now that's a movie. That's a movie where 2 podcasters kidnap a comedian to make him be in their totally wacky movie.
Jack, I see Joseph Campbell over there going like,
and the Coen brothers on my other shoulder getting real pumped up about it. That's a Coen brothers movie all day. That's the kind of wacky shit the Coen brothers would love.
that's what is it? The king of comedy that Joker ripped off was being obsessed with whoever the actor was. It was can't remember, but it was Robert De
Fleetwood
Niro. He kidnaps him. Jerry Lewis. Robert De Niro kidnaps Jerry Lewis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Becomes the host of his show.
Yeah.
What if we take over WTF and turn it into DMT? We just hijack the feed. What's up, fucker? What the fucking ears?
What the fuck nicks? What the fucking ears?
Guess what? Now you're all DMT dudes and dudettes.
Whether you like it or not.
Whether you like it or not, Mark Maron is gone.
Yeah. We got him in a pot.
Got him in a pot boiling as we speak. Somebody help.
Somebody. You do a good Mark Maron.
I do good impressions, dude.
Yeah, you're going to be an impressionist.
I'm not going to be
I'm
an
excited.
impressionist.
I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too fun.
I gotta go.
Doing an impression of you. Did you pick that up?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it's good.
That's why I got to go.
So I gotta go.
Freaking me out, dude.
Freaking me out, dude.
I don't like it.
I like it.
That's me.
That's you.
That's why People don't like listening back to their voice. Not pleasant.
No, that's why when we first started this show, people were like, who's talking right now?
Yeah.
Because we both sounded so alike.
We do? I agree.
We've had to change it up, dude.
Yeah.
As we've grown over the, coming up on 4 years now that we've been doing DMT.
Shit. Wow.
Coming up on 4 years and 200 episodes, Jack. This is 181, Pally Pal. 19 more weeks, and then we hit that 200.
It's big.
Yeah.
It's be huge.
Yep.
Huge.
You're going to get a stripper cake.
Well, and you're going to be doing all impressions the whole episode. We're going to do a best of. You have to go through every episode and clip together a best of DMT.
That's where we spend money on the show for once. Even though I did have collectively, I don't know, the three things that we use to make this show is it's like over $3,000 we put into this thing. It's okay. We're cool. We're not bragging.
Nah.
We're not making nearly any of that back. But we appreciate you guys listening.
That's right.
We really do.
We have fun.
Spreading the word.
We all have fun here at the DMT studios.
Always.
Except for sometimes gets a little carried away.
Well, the fact that he can't feel the cord touching him when it gets caught on him and then he knocks over something and then he gets surprised. It's like, buddy, be smarter. I know you are because you ignore me constantly because you know exactly what I want you to do and then you just don't do it. You're just like, huh?
Yep.
Oh, I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to lay down. Yes, you do, because I've told you to do it since I bought you. I didn't buy him. I rescued him.
It's a complicated dynamic with the beast, but amazing one at that.
Well,
Animals!
It's true.
Yeah.
Animals are smarter than we ever could have known, though.
Fair.
Because orangutans put on jackets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When's your orangutan arriving?
Like 3 months from now.
Yeah.
He's still in Indonesia.
Why is it that always like Saudi princes buy like ligers and shit, but never chimps
I don't know.
or orangutans?
They're afraid that they'll take over their empires.
Hardcore DMT. When you do DMT, you see that.
You know that guy agrees with that sentiment.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
To just like one day there's like news coverage coming out of Saudi America and there's a fucking orangutan that just comes, out on both fists wearing one of those like fucking sailor type general uniforms. And they're just like, woo, woo, woo. And then all of a sudden that's it. Saudi Arabia.
Yep.
They're and guess what? First rule of business, they can drink.
Oh, there we go. See? That's the power of apes. They like to have fun.
Yeah. And they like to take it sleazy Mayor McCheesy.
Love you guys.
You think you're better than me?
Sometimes.